There are three things that are at the core of every pilot and their pursuit of flight: inspiration, passion, and wisdom. As time goes on, aviators gain the experience needed for themselves, the drive to innovate and push aviation forward, and of course, fun, because at the end of the day, you need to love what you do. At Epic Flight Academy, we've seen firsthand how a few powerful words can spark someone's love of flight, fuel their progression through training, or help them decide to become a pilot or aircraft mechanic. In today's video, we're highlighting some of the most inspiring and entertaining aviation quotes by theme. These quotes don't just decorate hangar walls, they continue to guide, motivate, and connect aviation lovers worldwide. Before we get started, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Epic Flight Academy for more aviation tips, insights, and inspiration. Whether you're visiting family, exploring a new destination on vacation, or traveling for work, your first time on an airplane is unforgettable. You quickly realize just how revolutionary, efficient, and exhilarating the process of flying truly is. Peeling back the layers of what makes it all possible can feel overwhelming, but this quote offers the perfect starting point. Once you have tasted flight, you will forever walk the earth with your eyes turned skyward. Often misattributed to Leonardo da Vinci, this quote by John H. Secondary beautifully captures the endless possibilities flight holds for us all. We are each just one flight away from adventure, from a new career, from an entirely different future. With flight comes inspiration, and with inspiration, possibility. Pilots dare to dream big and accomplish extraordinary things. For a student pilot on their first day of flight training, it can feel daunting. After all, aviation has existed for just over 120 years. The idea of flying such incredible machines while seated in a chair thousands of feet in the sky almost seems surreal. Eddie Rickenbacker expressed this perfectly when he said, "Aviation is proof that given the will, we have the capacity to achieve the impossible." But nothing is truly impossible. Student pilots learn early on that the sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. Aircraft don't fly themselves, and without pilots, none of this would be possible. As Walter Rayleigh once said, the engine is the heart of an airplane, but the pilot is its soul. In the end, it isn't the airplane carrying passengers to their destination, it's the pilot. One thing all pilots share is a deep passion for aviation. We are united by our love of flight, our commitment to teaching the next generation, and our drive to keep pushing aviation forward. Some say pilots are born, not made, and there's some truth to that. It takes a special kind of person to sit in the cockpit and take command of an aircraft. The desire and determination it takes to become a pilot is no small feat. As aviation pioneer Wilbur Wright once said, "The desire to fly is an idea handed down to us by our ancestors who, in their grueling travels across treckless lands in prehistoric times, looked enviously on the birds soaring freely through space, at full speed, above all obstacles, on the infinite highway of the air." It took an incredible amount of perseverance for Wilbur and his brother Orville to achieve their first flight, and it didn't happen overnight. Flying is more than just a sport and more than a job. Flying is pure passion and desire. The Wright brothers didn't succeed on ingenuity and hard work alone. They needed passion, a fire strong enough to lift them and all future aviators into the skies. Once a pilot is airborne, the possibilities are limitless. The urge to explore lives within us all. As Anne Morrow Lindbergh once observed, travelers are always discoverers, especially those who travel by air. There are no signposts in the sky to show a man has passed that way before. There are no channels marked. The flyer breaks each second into new uncharted seas. On the ground, we're often limited by roads, walls, and boundaries. But in the air, those limits vanish. From an airplane, the world opens up, and you can go anywhere and see anything. "Adventure is worthwhile in itself," said the legendary Amelia Earhart. Those words undoubtedly resonated with Epic Flight Academy's late Captain Judy Rice, who circumnavigated the globe sharing her passion for aviation with aviation students from all walks of life. Passion alone will not get you into the skies, and certainly won't keep you safe. It's better to be on the ground wishing you were in the air than in the air wishing you were on the ground. That's where wisdom and knowledge will help guide you through your aviation journey. As you train and gain flight hours and experience in the cockpit, things begin to make more sense. Checklists become smoothly worked through, and your confidence will grow as a result. Aviate, navigate, communicate is an aviation adage learned by every student pilot. That confidence can't turn into cockiness though. Another aviation adage your flight instructor will share is, there are old pilots, there are bold pilots, but there are no old, bold pilots. As with all things you pursue, safety first. It's second nature to follow in the footsteps of heroes we admire. Their achievements and accolades speak for themselves, inspiring others to pursue their own goals and dreams to the fullest. Amelia Earhart's words beautifully capture the wonder of those first flights, especially at night. The stars seemed near enough to touch, and never before have I seen so many. I always believed the lure of flying is the lure of beauty, but I was sure of it that night. Being that high in the sky offers a unique perspective, one that few people ever get to experience, let alone pilot themselves. The same can be said for seeing the Earth from thousands of feet above. As Charles Lindbergh reflected, life is like a landscape. You live in the midst of it, but can describe it only from the vantage point of distance. He also expressed the wonder of flight, writing, sometimes flying feels too godlike to be attained by man. Sometimes the world from above seems too beautiful, too wonderful, too distant for human eyes to see. His wonder never ceased as he flew. He further observed, I owned the world that hour as I rode over it, free of the earth, free of the mountains, free of the clouds, but how inseparably I was bound to them. Aviation is a special kind of escape. It offers perspective, reminding us just how small we are, and how vast and awe-inspiring the world truly is. Pilots are some of the sharpest minds in the world, analytical, skilled, and often quick with a bit of humor or wisdom about life in the skies. Whether they're offering practical advice, tongue-in-cheek observations, or deep reflections, pilots have a way of expressing the flying experience like no one else. Some insights are rooted in common sense, others aim to inspire, and a few simply poke fun at the realities of aviation. It only takes two things to fly: airspeed and money. This well-known aviation adage may raise eyebrows, but it reflects a universal truth. Flight training can be expensive. Still, for those passionate about flying, the return on investment is immeasurable. Then there's the classic line, if you push the stick forward, the houses get bigger, but if you pull the stick back, they get smaller. That is, unless you keep pulling the stick back all the way, then they get bigger again. While humorous, this quote is a lighthearted reminder of the basic principles of flight, and the consequences of ignoring them. Another well-loved saying among pilots is, every takeoff is optional, every landing is mandatory. It's a simple yet powerful reminder of aviation's golden rule. Preparation and responsibility matter more than bravado. And of course, infamously, humorist George Carlin once asked, if black boxes survive air crashes, why don't they make the whole plane out of that stuff? He's got a point, you know. But if safety could be engineered to perfection, there'd be no room left for courage, precision, and human mastery. And that's exactly what pilots pursue every time they take to the skies. Astronauts take the idea of flight to an entirely new level, literally. Seeing the world from space offers a perspective that few can ever truly grasp. Humanity has journeyed beyond the skies, to space, and even to the moon. With each mission, we've pushed the boundaries of exploration further. Neil Armstrong captured the weight of that achievement when he said,
"It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind."
But we didn't stop there. As space travel continues to evolve, our ambitions now reach towards the Red Planet. Buzz Aldrin expressed this bold vision. We won the moon race. Now it's time for us to live and work on Mars. First on its moons, and then on its surface. Astronauts often reflect on their place in the cosmos with awe and humility. Alan Shepard once said, "To me, it was like I was just a little kid playing around on the seashore, while the great ocean of truth lay all undiscovered before me. And Sally Ride, the first American woman in space, described the life-changing view from orbit. The view of Earth is absolutely spectacular, and the feeling of looking back and seeing your planet as a planet is just a stunning experience. From aviation to spaceflight, the human drive to explore, understand, and push beyond limits remains one of our greatest strengths. Whether you're a future pilot, a future mechanic, or someone who just looks up when a plane passes overhead, these quotes are for you. They remind us why we fly, how far we've come in aviation, and how much possibility still lies ahead for pilots and aircraft mechanics alike. Thanks for watching. If you're feeling inspired, drop your favorite aviation quote in the comments. We'd love to hear what fuels your love of flight. Before you go, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more aviation tips and insights from Epic Flight Academy.